Hi everyone, Adrian Player here, mortgage broker based up in Brisbane. We're going to be talking about strata titling. So we do have a lot of property investor clients, and this is some of the stuff that we do through our strategic partner who is a buyer's agent for our clients. So these clients tend to buy properties in the 3 to 400k space, and as you can see they put in a small amount and make a lot of money. So let's go through it right now. So typically they're buying a 3 to 400k home on a certain lot size, making sure that lot size is square, rectangle, and it's flat. That's kind of the goal with good site access. Now we know if we can build a 3-bedder instead of a 2-bedder due to the planning codes. So a lot of these areas have eased up on what you can actually build on these sites, and a lot of these areas that we're going into have relaxed rules on granny flats now due to the housing shortage. Okay, it's a CDC approval if it's a complying development, i.e. quicker approval times, as long as the granny flat builder and the services are checked, as well as what can or can't be done with the block. So you got to understand the planning code and the council rules. Now, we know the councils and towns we can do this in. We're doing this for a lot of our clients at the moment. It does not involve a development application, which sometimes can take 3, 6, 9 months, depending on backlogs with councils, and also opens you up to complaints from the neighbours and tribunals and things like that, and having to redo plans and which balcony is here, which window is there. So we want to stay away from all of that kind of thing. As long as it's within the rules, it normally takes about 5 to 7 weeks. So the normal cost is circa 15,000 or something around there. Okay, and I'm just going to scroll up so you can see the rest. Okay, so the value uplift is circa 50 to 80,000 that we're normally seeing. So just bear in mind that if you're buying a big block, splitting it in half, you have the ability of retaining both with the value uplift and getting valuations done in the future and pulling equity out, or you could be building a granny flat that's larger than normal and then strata titling and selling the back lot and making the increase to clear the front debt. We get some people that do that, or others just do the value uplift and hold it knowing that the rent has gone up because it's a larger 3-bedder granny flat, or and the value uplift because they're strata titled, they're not one lot. So you could sell the back or the front after you strata titled. So no strata is involved, so there's no joint services or things like that like you would have in a unit block, no elevator, things like that. So normally no strata is involved, no strata committee, which some people are scared of. No need to increase the services to the block like you would if it was converted to a larger site, like a 8 townhouse block or something like that. So if you have a big block and you want to put 8 townhouses on it, you have to increase the services, which is why it doesn't cost 50, 100, 150 grand once you take into account the DA application, the service upgrades, the trade and material costs. Alright, so that's just a quick video on strata titling. So we are doing this for our clients that go through our buyer's agency through the strategic partner, and these are the kind of value uplifts. So people that think you can't get 50 or 100 grand uplifts with an easy bedroom conversion, or a 5 or 10 grand spruce up with paint and flooring, or building a larger granny flat at 3-bedder instead of a 2-bedder, or strata titling the lots, or in some states we are doing double granny flats as well. So it's very easy to see that you can be making quite a lot of money as you go through your buying sequence, and then we back that up with the finance team where we do a lot of trust lending, where a normal client would be capped on their borrowing power at 2, 3 or 4 properties typically, but if we use an accountant and our trust strategy, which we do a lot of and not many know it or understand it like we do across the country, you can have that same client, if structured properly, can be buying residential property, and they're not buying 3 to 5, they have the opportunity to buy 15, 20, 25, 30, as long as the financial conditions don't change when we start, and as long as they've got deposit or equity, they can just keep on going. All right, does involve a little bit more cost and the right accountant signing off on these bank letters, but we do a lot of this. So just imagine you go through a buying sequence, you've got 300 to 400 grand properties, you're making 50 to 100 grand uplifts, and you've also got a buyer's agent fee, which normally is in the range of $15,000. It is a fee up front that you have to pay, but then you get your hand held through these kind of things. You're making 50 or 100 grand uplifts as you go. You get guided through the whole process, and then that fee as well is tax deductible. So it's added to the cost base of the property. So if you ever sell, it reduces your capital gains tax that you have to pay. But always speak to an accountant on that. Do not believe, a guy on YouTube. Always go to your accountant, or we already have an accountant that's the oracle in these kind of lending and property investment space, and it is arm's length. So they are separated from us, and they act in your interest just like we act in your interest. Okay, so these are very small things. We don't like big developments. We like reduced risk, and how you can make money on these, and we can hold a hand of a client and walk them through the whole thing. So if you'd like to talk about these kind of strategies, we can book an appointment. My strategic partner will be there, and we can roll out these kind of strategies with our buyer's agency, our strategic partner. And obviously that gives you access to our finance team, who does all of the complex investment trust lending that not many brokers do in this space. So we can add a lot of value there as well. Book an appointment in Calendly below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like it, and leave me a comment. We'll see you on the next video. All right then, bye.